Let's get straight to it. It's the World Cup final, Spain versus Brazil.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit. What could be the final episode of the Pacific Pursuit. Today we face off against Spain. The FME Stadium, 110,000 seater stadium, is waiting in South Africa for this World Cup final. Absolute classic of a World Cup final. We played them one time in previous history, if it goes and shows us the previous meetings. I don't know if these two have ever met in a World Cup final. If we go and take a look at the previous meetings, it won't let us look at the previous meetings, but there's apparently a loss in there. But we're going to look to rectify that today and hopefully beat this Spain team in what is going to be an absolute classic game. As we've said already, let's have a look at how they've done. 7 wins, just like us, in a group against the USA, Chile and Zambia. They managed to get 9 goals scored, none conceded. They've actually only conceded their first goals in that last game against Croatia and only managed to get through on penalties, so they went to an extra time just like us in our first ever one. They beat Italy, Algeria and Greece and have had a pretty favourable set of fixtures, I'd say. In terms of how our campaign's gone, if you've not watched the previous videos, I would go and recommend watching them. They were absolute amazing episodes. A group against Cameroon, Australia, Ukraine, 10 goals scored, 3 conceded, 9 out of 9 points. China, a 2-0 win in the round of 32. We dominated Turkey in the game, 3-0 in that round of 16. Serbia, a 1-0 win. It took 81 minutes to break the deadlock, but we went and did it. And I think it was around a similar time. It was the 83rd minute where we equalised against Argentina, and an absolute incredible goal from Gabriel da Silva in the 105th minute to put us through to this World Cup final. It's going to be an absolutely incredible game. We've got a few injuries that have hit us, a few issues that we have, but this team is ready to go, and hopefully we can go on and win the final trophy as part of the Pacific Pursuit, the greatest trophy in football, the World Cup. Let's get straight to it. It's the World Cup final, Spain versus Brazil. So the team for this game against Spain: Endrick unfortunately misses out through injury that he picked up in that extra time. Incredible performance from him, but unfortunately does miss out today. We've got Mateus in goal, backline of Di Carvalho, Giacomo Beto, who is injured, but we're going to try and get him through. Who wouldn't want to play in this World Cup final if you have the opportunity? Sargent Tim at the back. We've got Bossi, Ney, Wanderson in the middle. Paulo Henrique starts on the left, Estevao on the right, and Jose Roberto up top. Kick-off here in the World Cup final, if you've not noticed already. The Brazil shirt is out for the occasion. What an occasion it is going to be. There's an early chance here. Jose Roberto, lovely worked effort into the box there, and Jose Roberto is unlucky to not be able to score. In terms of the team we're up against today, I don't know if there's any Lamine Yamal involved. There is 110,000 in attendance, I can tell you that. There's Gonzalez, who's a familiar name. Jeremy Pino is there, but I don't see any sign of Yamal in this game. Maybe he comes off the bench. Estevao's in behind here. He's trying to cross that and he's not able to do anything with it in the end. Now it is going to go we are on extended highlights, and this is going to be hopefully a bit of an extended episode. But for the World Cup final, what could be the final kind of game of the whole Pacific Pursuit, what we've been working to for so long, it makes sense. Why not give it its respect and its credit and put on the extended highlights? This is the first ever World Cup final I've managed in. It's going to be a tough game, it's going to be a close game, but I think we should be able to come away with the result with the way we've been playing and the teams that we've beat in the way we've beat them. I think we should hopefully have this wrapped up, but we'll have to see. Here's Jose Roberto with an early shot. He hits the inside of the post and is denied by it in the end. How unlucky is that to not be able to convert? But in the opening 15 minutes, it's all Brazil here in this World Cup final. We might just be returning them to their former glory, 6-time World Cup champions, if we can get the job done today, and we'll return to the Maracanã, to Brazil, to Sao Paulo with that trophy in our hands. And I think we would become a bit of a Brazil legend if we kind of go on and do that, or a Sao Paulo legend, let's put it that way, because some managers probably don't even or some of the rival teams probably don't even like us. I don't know, maybe if we can win the World Cup, maybe we'll be the first ever person to stop such rivalries for a little bit, and I can get the respect from all of them. Who knows? There's a loose ball here into the middle, and Spain are looking to advance with it now. It's over to this right hand side, into the box the ball goes, and luckily it's back into the hands of Mateus. In the end, Sergeant Tim on the ball out on this right side, and that is the end of anything there. But Wanderson finds himself on the ball. He goes to Deco. It's a bit of a heavy touch, but he could have lined that up for a bit of a shot there. He doesn't want to go for it in the end. I understand, in this World Cup final we want to just conserve this ball, see what we can do in possession. We lose out there. It's an interesting tackle from the Spain player. Not sure how it's not a foul really, but I guess not. The ball is continuing to advance for them down this left side. They're going to look to progress it. The ball into the middle. Will it go, or will more defending be required? The ball into the middle. The header luckily defended by whoever was in the middle there. Beto is holding up quite well, even with this injury that he does have. I'm sure the adrenaline and the excitement of being in this World Cup final will help him to power through. I mean, to be fair, South Africa is not the furthest travel for us. From Brazil to where would it be, the west coast of Africa. It's not the furthest travel. I think it's only a few hours, and I get we're not in the west coast, but that distance is not. It's Africa, a big continent, but it's not loads more. I wouldn't like to think so. The distance, particularly between the two bottoms, maybe I don't know where we'd be travelling out of. I don't know. Maybe it is quite a long flight, but it's been a decent camp for us here. Not bad. It's definitely not been bad at all, has it? We made the final, and it's a good little time here in South Africa, but the job's not done just yet. Half-time whistle has gone here in the World Cup final, I must say, and we are into the second half, and this where without a goal, this is where it starts to get a little bit nervy, but a moment can change the whole game for us here. Just one moment could be the difference maker, and it might come here for us. Here is Giacoa on the ball. He goes to Di Carvalho over the top. Can it find Paulo Henrique? It's not able to, and now Spain are going to look to try and advance down this right side, continuing to progress this ball. But Di Carvalho, what a play he is. He's timeless. He's so calm and consistent, composed. Those are the words to describe Di Carvalho, I'd say. And he has had a really, really good game, showing out, what capable player he is. He's been able to show up in the biggest game of all. Here's Wanderson. Can he find Paulo Henrique in behind? He's advancing with this ball. He's progressing. He squares it into the middle, and the Spain defender gets there in the end. And now it's back out to Giacoa. Just patient play, The nerves are starting to build up, and this is the suspense. We've got with this World Cup final. We really want to win it, but whoever wins it, I think, will be, a deserving team, and whether or not it's us, we'll have to see. Here's Estevao, has the shot, and it's going to be a corner, and we have a good chance here. And Giacoa, Beto are going to look to get up here from this corner. It's over that far side. We must have had the first corner defended, and it's going to be Estevao who's going to look to deliver this ball in. What can he do with it? Where will it go? Estevao into Beto in the middle. He's not able to do anything with that, but it falls back out to him over on that far side. Can he beat his man? He finds Di Carvalho. It's into the back post where Ney is waiting, and that's a save from the Spain goalkeeper. Ney is getting into some really, really good positions here, and it's unlucky he's not able to convert in the end there. It's another corner for us here on the 55-minute mark. There's not many changes we could make, but if we need to go make them, we can. Maybe we don't. In the 55th minute, Beto has scored in the World Cup final here from the corner, from absolutely nowhere. We lead 1-0 here in this World Cup final. Absolutely incredible stuff, and we might just be about to win the World Cup with Brazil. Can you believe it? It's just come from nothing, absolutely nothing. But we lead in the World Cup final, and Beto has scored again from one of his headers, an absolute man-mountain in the middle. And that was just a case of seeing how the rest of this game goes. Maybe there's a goal for Spain in store. Maybe we get a few more. Let's have a look. That is a weak effort in behind, and Di Carvalho once again finds himself in possession. Really good. The type of play you want when you're trying to conserve this possession. It falls back to Mateus here. Mateus, where will he go? Out to this right side, left side. We'll go to the left side probably, and it makes sense when we have Di Carvalho on that left side. When they go down the line, it goes to Paulo Henrique. He's had a bit of a quiet game, but we know what he can do in the later stages. Bossé, that is a loose ball back. It's got to be better decision making there, and now Spain are going to look to advance. Can we win it back? It's into a position, very, very dangerous position for Spain here, and it's over the bar in the end. It's getting nervy here. We might be 1-0 up, but it still can go anyway here. Spain versus Brazil in this World Cup final. Bosse, Paulo Henrique, Jose Roberto into Wanderson. We're doing well to conserve possession, but we don't in the end. Potentially Wanderson coming off. I think he's getting a bit complacent here in this game. The ball's advancing for Spain. It's the attempted square ball in the end, and we cut that out, and Ney goes into Esteval. Where can he go? He goes to Beto at the back, and Beto probably going to look to ring him off. And I mean, that's an incredible, I've not even realised that, by the way, that's an incredible story. He's injured coming into this game, but he's fought through to make the World Cup final. What a talent he is. Real Madrid star centre back, and he scored a header even with that injury to put us 1-0 up, and potentially the winning goal in this World Cup final. Man mountain centre back, what a player he is, and he's made it 1-0. As we said there, Nate on the ball, he goes to Wanderson with an effort, and it hits Jose Roberto. We really have to be doing a little bit better in conserving that possession there. Do we ring off Beto? He is on a yellow and he is injured. I'm not going to risk it. We'll bring on Renan here into this game. Or do we bring on Beraldo potentially? I'm going to bring on Beraldo actually, because I don't want to bring Di Carvalho off with the game that he's having and his energy levels. This is, you want to leave everyone out if they can, because this is the ultimate game. Players will run until their energy levels are zero in this game, and they have to if they want to go on and win it. It makes a lot of sense for them to do that. Why wouldn't you if you want to win this World Cup final? We've brought on De Silva into that position there, that kind of the cam position, the number 10 position. I think that's a change that makes sense. A very direct player, and I think it's the best change to make there, with Hendrick being unfortunately out today. Let's have a look. Spain are advancing here. They're into the box for the first time, it feels like, all game really. It's to the edge of the area. The shot is going to go in here, and it's over the bar, and we're getting closer and closer to winning this World Cup final here for all of Brazil. Absolutely incredible if we can go and do it. Di Carvalho, Bosse. Di Carvalho is going to look to play this ball in. He goes to Paulo Henrique, De Silva. Where can De Silva go? Bosse, Ney out to this right side. He has the shot instead, and we've got to be doing better there, man. We're in the World Cup final, guys, and we don't get chances presented to us all that often. Have to be doing a little bit better in positions like that. It's a throw in. Sargent here, one of our Sao Paulo boys playing in this World Cup final. Mateus, who hasn't had much to do really, is also here. Here's Ney. He goes into De Silva. De Silva, can he go out to his left hand side? It's Paulo Henrique to seal the World Cup final. He's surely done it here. Paulo Henrique has surely just won us the World Cup. I don't think he's offside. Surely he's not. If this goal does count, the World Cup final might just be ours. It does count. Absolutely incredible scenes here. Look at that run from Paulo Henrique. He is inevitable. De Silva, the substitute. Paulo Henrique, late game, and it just feels like it was bound to happen. He's been left unmarked, open at the back post, and all the time in the world, the composure to slot that away. And that is 2-0 here in this World Cup final. We're going to have to make some more changes. Lucas off. I'm going to bring Bosse off for Zangrandi. And then there's a final change we can make here in this game. Esteval off. I'm going to bring Loran on. And the two experienced boys will have to manage from the sidelines. Renan and Yan Couto. Renan could have probably come on in this game here, but Beraldo, I think the more experienced centre-back, probably makes sense to bring him on, and a bit more of a ball-playing defender. Still try and create some chances in this late game. Di Carvalho. These boys have got to absolutely run for their lives in the remaining part of this game, because this is the ultimate game, the World Cup final, everything to play for and nothing to lose in the remaining parts of this game. Paulo Henrique tries to find Jose Roberto. Jose Roberto's had a quiet game, but if there's one person who could seal this win for us by getting a late goal, it's probably him. 81st minute, it's a chance for Spain. That goes over the bar and begging once again. We're into the final 10 minutes of the World Cup final. It's Paulo Henrique, it's Beto, the injured man, the stricken centre-back coming into this game, who've got themselves the goals, and Paulo Henrique is going to run from this position in. He is going to absolutely tire himself out for everything to play for here in this game. Why wouldn't you go and do it? Nay, who can he find? He has the shot from range. Once again, he goes for it, and it's a save from the Spain goalkeeper. Once again, we have no Beto on the pitch to try and convert from this corner, but it's the number 3 and the number 4, Di Carvalho, Di Carvalho scored the single goal to win us the Copa America. He could have gone and scored there again, that Copa America final against Chile, I think it was, and we might be about to win the second international trophy here with Brazil. And what a trophy it is to win. We are into the final 5 minutes, hopefully, of the World Cup final in normal time here. We're 2-0 up, and it's hopefully just going to be a very, very nice and just successful final 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes of added time here in this game. What are we looking at here? There's a free kick or something. Something's going on. The ball's in the hands of the Spain player. I don't know what's going on. We'll go and speed this up a little bit so we can just kind of advance this. It's a corner for us here, and Laurent is going to look to play this ball in here. Who can get their head on this? It's into Giacomo. He can't convert. It falls out to Paulo Enrique. Lovely touch to progress that. Laurent cuts in. Can he have the shot? Laurent with the effort, and all the Spain defenders were in the way there to stop that third goal, the goal that surely would have counted them out here at the end of this World Cup final. Laurent unlucky to not score there. In the end, it's going to go to the edge of the area potentially, or to the two men there, the number 3, the number 4 that we were just on about. The final few moments, Di Carvalho with a header. He's not able to replicate that Copa America goal that he did score. The final few moments of this World Cup final, the final minute here, and this is it. We are about to win the World Cup and complete the Pacific Pursuit. 7 trophies we went to try and win, and we have won all 7 here. There might be a final chance for us. Laurent goes to Paulo Enrique. Can he win his header? He's not able to, but that is going to be it. The full-time whistle, ref. Can we get it? The final moments of this World Cup final, and there is the full-time whistle. We have done it. Brazil have won the World Cup here. Incredible scenes. We have done it. There is the trophy, and we are going to pick up that absolutely historic trophy. What a moment this is for us. It's absolutely incredible. We have done it. It's going to be Bossei, I believe, who picks up this trophy. 7 out of 7 completed. The full-time whistle goes, and the campaign is done to win the World Cup. Jogo Benito, we have done it. We are World Cup champions. Brazil.
Oh, yes!
So there you have it. We have done it. We have won the World Cup. The Pacific Pursuit is complete. The team who won it, we've got the starting 11. We'll go and rearrange this to make the main starting 11 for most of the tournament before we got to the end and everyone started getting played with injuries. We're going to swap these two around. The main team was Mateus, Sargentin, Beto, Giacomo, Di Carvalho, Ney, Bossei, Wanderson, Estival, Endrick, Jose Roberto. We had also Diego Calais, Ricardo Luiz, the 2 goalkeepers, Lucas Zangrandi, Laurent, Robert Renan, Tepe, Jackson, Da Silva, Enrique, and 2 players who've gone out in absolute style, have retired after this tournament, Yankuto and Beraldo. That is your squad who won the World Cup. Absolutely incredible. And the Pacific Pursuit is now complete. We have won the World Cup with Brazil. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave it this sort of tune, and I'll see you again for whatever's in store coming up on the Matov FM channel. Make sure to join the Discord down below, and yeah, thank you. Bye bye.